All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. I hope everyone's doing well. Um, Charlie wanted to say hi. This is Charlie. He's my handsome kitty. Oh. So today we are going to look at page 37, which you did on Monday. We're going to go over that a little bit, and then we're going to, I'm going to show you my recipe for my favorite pasta that I eat while we're stuck here at home. And then I'm going to want you all for your homework over the weekend to be to write your own recipe and upload it. You can even record yourself making it if you want. We'll talk more about it when we get there. We're also going to talk a little bit about the simple present. We've done that a little bit in class, especially with the to be verb. But I'm gonna give you some more practice that you can do online on your phone. And then we're gonna do a little more book work, another reading that we're gonna do. So let's get to it. All right, so give me just a second here. Okay, so on Monday, you looked at page 37, and it was talking about writing instructions. So Vicky's mom, it says, is trying to send an email with an attachment. Excuse me. So the text says, hello, Mom. I can't wait to see the picture of you and Dad at the party. Here is what you need to do to send an attachment in an email. First, you need to write your email. Second, find the file you want to attach. You can find it on your desktop. Next, click on the file. Don't open it and don't let go once you click on it. Then drag the file to your email message. Finally, send the email. It's pretty easy. Call me tonight. I can help you with it if you have problems. Love, Vicky. All right, so as you see in the email, the biggest paragraph here is the instructions that she's giving for her mom to attach a photo in an email. So there's some language that I want you to notice. This word first, second, next, finally. These are words that are used when you're giving someone instructions to let them know that you're moving to a new step, okay? So I'll talk a little bit more about that when I show you my recipe. Now here, it said that Vicky, before she sent the email, wrote out a flow chart. She wrote the instructions in this form before she wrote it in a paragraph to help her realize what it is that she actually needs to do step by step before sending it in an email to her mom. Okay, so you see these are all the same things that are in the paragraph. They're just shorter sentences and little boxes, and it shows you the progression, right? This is a progress. You go from this to this, to this, to this, to this, okay? You can do this if you would like. So you can choose one of the tasks from this box here, and you can write instructions for how you would do that. You don't have to do that. Instead of this, I recommend just doing the recipe. It's a little easier. But if you would like to do more practice on writing instructions, please choose one of these or choose your own thing and send it to me in an email or a text, and I can give you feedback on it, okay? So now what I wanna do is I wanna show you instructions on how to make pasta. And I'm sure all of you know how to make pasta, but it's a way to practice giving someone instructions to do a task, okay? So for my recipe here, I say first what you need, which are the ingredients, okay? So that's this stuff here. Pasta, obviously. And then I like spinach and garlic in my pasta, as well as olives. And then tomato sauce and some Parmesan cheese. So under that, you'll see my recipe with instructions. So this is how you actually make it. So if you notice here, I've put these words in bold. So I have first, next, then, after that, finally, to indicate that this is a process. You do one thing at a time, right? So mine says first, fill the pot with water, sprinkle in a pinch of salt, set the heat to high to get the water to boil. Next, while the water is heating up, cut the garlic. Once the water is boiling, add the pasta to the water for 8 minutes. Then, as the pasta cooks, saute the garlic. Apparently I spelled that wrong. Oh, I forgot that mark. Saute the garlic and spinach in olive oil until the garlic is brown on the bottom. Mix in the sauce to warm it up. After that, drain the pasta. It's done cooking. And finally, you put all of these ingredients that I have up here into your bowl and you enjoy it, okay? So that is my easy step-by-step instructions to making pasta. So what I want you to do is I want you to do something similar to this, where you pick a recipe that you like, you pick your ingredients that you need, and you write the instructions for how to make that meal. You can even record yourself making something. I was gonna do that, but it's too early to make pasta. So, but you can record yourself cooking. You can just write it out in a document like I have here. You can take pictures. You can do whatever you want. Be creative. But what I want you to do is I want you to do this over the weekend and then send it to me in a text or an email, or better, post it on our Facebook page so that everybody can see it. I notice there are a lot of you who still are not on Facebook. So if you're having problems getting on Facebook and finding the group, please let me know and I will help you get added to that Facebook page, okay? All right, so for your homework this weekend, think up a recipe and write out the instructions for that recipe so that if I want to or anyone else in the class wants to, I can just pull that out and make that recipe at home, okay? All right, so the next thing we're gonna look at here is a reading on page 39. Page 39. And it's about having a garden. I don't know, maybe some of you have a garden or some of you have a couple of plants in your house. But what we're gonna do here is we are going to listen to this. I'll actually read it. I'm not sure if it'll record the audio. So I'll read this out loud. And then what I want you to do is I want you to check the correct heading for each idea. So if you notice here, we have the big title here, bringing the outdoors inside. But then we have smaller headings. They're called headings. It lets you know a little bit about what is going to be in the next paragraph, okay? So our headings for this reading are bringing the outdoors inside. The first smaller heading says, think vertical. Does anybody know what vertical means? We'll talk a little bit about that. And then go herbal, so like herbs. okay? So bringing the outdoors inside. In the past, when people thought of gardens, they were always outdoors. But today, a new trend is sweeping cities. People who live in apartments are bringing the outdoors inside. The idea is called urban gardening. But what does it mean? Think vertical. Because many city apartments can be small, people don't have space for plants. The solution, go vertical. Put plants in containers. Hang them in the air or put them on shelves along a wall. This is a great way to decorate your apartment, and it's very inexpensive. Speaking of which, that's a plant right there. Well, hanging from the ceiling. All right, go herbal. What better way to start an urban garden than to grow herbs? Herbs are incredible little plants, but expensive at the supermarket. You can save money and get fresh herbs anytime you want. Choose easy to grow herbs. Chives, parsley, basil, thyme, mint, rosemary. Make sure they get plenty of light. More than ever, city apartments are going green. It's easy, it's fun, and it saves money. So get ready for your own urban garden. We actually have basil in the window over there. So yeah, this is all about bringing the outdoors inside. So what I want you to do now is, looking at this, decide which heading it goes under, okay? So this first one says expensive at the supermarket. So let's go back up here and think vertical. This says it's very inexpensive, but under go herbal, it says herbs are incredible little plants, but expensive at the supermarket. So go herbal, it's under the go herbal heading. So check that one, all right? So I want you to do the last three by yourself in your book, all right? And then I want you to take a picture of that and post it. On Monday, I'll give you the answers to this, okay? And this one down here just asks if you do any of these activities, right? So do you garden, do you bicycle, hike? Do you recycle? I know that we recycle at La Casita. And home decorating. So think a little bit about that. Maybe we can have a chat about that on Monday, okay? So finish reading page 39 and doing this exercise here, okay? All right, so we've done a lot of reading today. You're gonna do a recipe. The last thing that I wanna talk about is practicing the simple present. So we have talked about this a few times, but I think that it would be good for you to get more practice. So we talked about the to be verb and we talked about have, has, which are both very irregular present tense verbs. So I'm going to send the link to these 3 sites where you can do some practice, and then at the end of it, you can check your answers, okay? So there's this one that is pretty long, but it's great because it has regular sentences. It also has negative sentences and questions, okay? So I think that would be a great overall practice. This one is nice because it has pictures. And there are not a lot of questions, so this might be a good one to start with if you don't feel great about the simple present. And then this one is similar, where it's just really straightforward, no questions, but there are negatives, okay? So I would recommend doing all of these. If you don't have time, pick one, check it yourself. You can send me a picture of the image so that I can give you feedback. You can, again, text that to me or email it to me or post it on the Facebook group. So there's a lot of stuff for you to do. Recipe, Charlie, hold on. Sorry, my cat got on the counter. Right, so you have a lot of stuff to do. Recipe, make sure you write that out or take a video of yourself making something. Include the instructions so that if I wanted, I could make it at home. Finish page 39 and then do these simple present exercises, okay? Like I said, I'm gonna send all this to you in an email and I'm gonna post all of it to Facebook. If you have any questions, please let me know. Text me, Facebook message me. I always have my phone on me, so I try to get back to people as fast as I can, okay? So I know that it's snowing, so everybody stay safe, enjoy the cold weather and having to be in your home. If you're having any problems, like you can't access food, you need toilet paper, you need just anything, please let me know and we'll see what we can do to help you, because there are definitely ways to help, okay? So keep studying English and I will talk to you all on Monday. Have a good weekend. Bye.